first big person in the media that I'm going to talk about is Shane Dawson. Shane has been an influencer on social media such as YouTube, Tumblr, MySpace, Instagram, Twitter for quite a long time, coming around 10 years now. Shane started in the early 2010s on MySpace. He would make funny videos. I loved it, it was comedy. But I would say that his career really took off in YouTube around 2016. Shane has made like a lot of series with people exposing them or just getting to know like the truth behind other people's like social media characters. One of the most successful series I've done with another YouTuber would be Jeffree Star. Jeffree Star is a beauty influencer, been around for a long time, started off with a music career. She also started off on MySpace, just similar as Shane, but they were always parallel to each other, never talked until they got on YouTube, and Shane decided to make this series with Jeffree, just, trying to get to know Jeffree a bit better. This series, when it first came out in two parts. The first part came out, I believe it was 2018, yeah. It started a lot of controversy because Jeffree's had quite a controversial past. One of his friends done blackface that brought Jeffree in. People thought that Jeffree was racist. Just a lot of controversial things that have went on in Jeffree's life. Jeffree done music for a while. His first album, Beauty Killer, it was produced by music producer Akon. The album took off and Akon thought Jeffree was going to be great, but right after Warped Tour into 2009 or 10, Akon, his career started going down, which slightly dragged down Jeffree as well. So she's always been in the spotlight, so it was quite a big deal that Shane made a series with her on YouTube. The series was great. You really gotta like know what had happened to Jeffree from Jeffree's point of view. It really shone like a new light on the topic, which is always good to do because you always need a different perspective on things. But again, brought Shane into the world of beauty, which can be very toxic. There's always scandals going on in the beauty community of YouTube. It just really wasn't a nice place. When they were doing the second part of the series, which I believe came out in 2019, while that was getting produced, Shane got cancelled. Now, cancelled is when a YouTuber or a social media influencer does something wrong, their fans decide to cancel them. This just includes like unsubscribing and following them, not buying the merch, just not supporting them anymore. That's basically what it is. Shane got cancelled for some false allegations against him. This was like really like quite a big thing at the time. It was trending on Twitter for ages, about 3 days, which in terms of something trending on Twitter for that long, it's quite a big deal. But Shane wasn't just worried about himself this time. He's been cancelled before, you make an apology and you move on. But at the minute, like, cancel culture, it's gone that bad. You kind of just bounce back after an apology now. People are going to keep on bringing it up because they don't want someone who's a terrible person to be constantly in the spotlight. This worried Shane this time when he got cancelled about the false allegations, because him and Jeffree Star were collaborating on a eyeshadow palette, which was going to bring them lots of money. They were making merch, makeup. It was going to bring them both a lot of money. So they were worried if Shane gets cancelled, no one's going to buy the palette, no one's going to buy the merch. They're going to just waste a lot of money. But thankfully, Shane was able to bounce back from that cancellation. I would say it went on for, the heat of it lasted about 2 weeks, and Shane came back, he apologised, he said the allegations weren't true, and people moved on. The series came out, it was great, the palette sold out within minutes, the merch was sold out, it crashed the website, people couldn't get online, it was quite a big deal. But then Shane got cancelled again. So we're going to jump forward into about May 2020. Shane got cancelled. A lot of things came up from his past of the MySpace days in the early 2000s, probably around 2012. Shane was on MySpace a lot. He used to make a lot of like skit videos where he would dress up as different characters and imitate them. So there, a lot of videos came out from there that he previously deleted, but people had found videos of him doing like blackface, blackfishing, saying slurs against like different people in different communities. Just not very nice. Obviously there was a pandemic going on at that point. We're all at home. Social media was like a big point in our lives at that moment, so it really brought Shane down. Like his career, he lost over like 1.5 million subscribers on YouTube. His Twitter followers, his Instagram followers, which are probably the main forms of social media, they all just decreased like straight away. And this also affected Jeffrey, because Jeffrey was saying to be friends with Shane, brought him down again. Not Jeffrey as much, but Jeffrey probably lost about a couple of hundred subscribers from YouTube, which is crazy. It goes to show how cancel culture can really affect someone. Like Shane's back on YouTube now after over a year. He spoke in his like new videos about how being cancelled affects his mental health. It just shows like it doesn't matter who you are, but it can affect you. It's really weird to think about. So anyway, guys, now we're going to be bringing out the two interviewees, and we're going to be interviewing them to find out what their experiences with social media, technology, how it affects them in their day-to-day life. But let's just see what they are. So let's join them now.